Look at that. All that took place with not a single person going in. The beauty of limited penetration. Okay, so this time we got ourselves a microphone, and while we may be debating the quality of this microphone right now, we gotta say it still points the needle in the right direction. Let's go ahead and play Door Kickers, and there's a few new maps. It's like a little update. It's called the Dishkas versus You, and some AMD woes. But there's a few new maps. I think there's 3 new maps. In the Given No Quarter or Give No Quarter, the Tiny Troubles 2 and Extreme Rescues 2. We're going to be doing the Extreme Rescues. Let's get on with it. This one is called Hallway Hell, and this is CQB galore. The compound is the entire map. It says the jihadis have long squatted this old colonial era building deep in the Badlands, but intel was too sketchy to nuke them from orbit. Now we know they have hostages, so we're green to go in. Locate and rescue all hostages. There are 10 known hostages and we only have intel on some of them. You'll need to comb the structure methodically and find them all. The enemy thinks they're beyond reach and are not in lockdown mode, but they have numbers and skills to match your force. Expect unpleasant encounters with foreign advisors and their fanatical friends, Asvest included. Yeah, our objectives are the hostages must survive or be rescued and eliminate all terrorists. Optional. All right, enough of that. Go ahead and look at the map. All right, so we're looking at 2 exfil sites here. We're looking at 2 main entrances, a hall in a horseshoe-like manner. We have another hall here. Our restrooms are on this side to the left here. We have kind of like an outdoor area. That's for, I guess, where the trucks offload. I'm trying to make sense of what kind of building this is, but it looks like it's, like as he said, it's a colonial, or as they said, it's a colonial era building, but it doesn't necessarily go into details to what it is. Probably just a compound. You know, we have blind spots here because we have load-bearing columns right there. We have a hostage. So what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to break down every entry point and then execute it, right? So I'm not going to go ahead and say, okay, this is, you know, southeast of the structure. I'm just going to negotiate the obstacle as it comes to me. I'm going to use an all-out assault, and let's customize them. On this one, it's a night, it's not a, it doesn't look like it's a night op, so we're going to take that out. No nods on this one. We are going to, however, bring a camera. We're going to need a thermal torch, wall breachers. No smoke on this one. No frags on this one either. Going down the list, Mark 18 suppressed with dual optic roll sights for some reason. Some EOTechs or holographics, others dual roll optics. Glock 19 pistol, not suppressed. Next gen helmet, level 4 all around plating. Flashbangs, slap charges, wall charges, and I was gonna say EpiPen, but it's that torch, the thermal torch, and a spy camera to get the ball rolling. As we split the team up into 2 4-man fire teams, each group to have slap charges as well as spy cameras, because we're gonna be clearing methodically. I want to know what lies beyond. And slap charges because, well, I want to be able to make my way through. Wall charges because we're going to do some breaching, and I'm going to go through the strategy right now. What I want to do is I want to be able to own this horseshoe. If I may be so candid, I want to be able to clear this space out as well, and then start focusing my efforts on this side. Since we know that there's a hostage here, I want to be able to clear all this out all the way down to here. We're going to dedicate between 2 and 3 people on this side, 2 people on this side, give or take, plus or minus. We're going to be holding security in this direction, just in case anything comes out this way. And then we're going to go in here and overwhelm this place dynamically. Once we secure the hostages or hostage there, we're gonna go bring them to a muster point, which will be here. We'll stage them here and then continue searching for more hostages. Once we do that, we're then gonna focus our efforts on this big area. My money tells me that because these are the biggest rooms, that's where most of the hostages are gonna be. So we're gonna start there, and then we'll go and methodically clear every other little room and closet. To do this one, I noticed that there's a fence right here, so we're gonna punch a hole this way. There might be some enemy right there, and we're gonna make our way this way into here. Put a breaching charge here and a camera over here and a wall shot right there. Boom, boom. Once we lay eyes inside of here, then I'll be able to know whether this is a good idea to put a breaching charge. So I'm gonna split the stack. So both fire teams are gonna converge here, or a variation of, and a variation of both fire teams will come into here. So maybe 6 people, between 6 and 8 people will be attacking these areas at one time, because we still need to establish some form of security just in case. That makes sense. Once that's done, then we're going to go ahead and focus on other areas of interest, secondary and then tertiary areas. Let's go ahead and get it going. Okay, so far this is what I got going on. We're gonna go ahead and overwhelm the horseshoe like I mentioned. We're gonna open up the doors casually or slowly. Reason being is because I want to be able to close the doors in the future should we need it. I'm not gonna be kicking doors on this one. We're gonna be very surreptitious, or try to. All right, let's see what happens. That's a good move. We're gonna make entry on these ones already and try to dominate that space. Oh, no. Okay, that was nice. Make an entry. I'm choosing to button hook here instead of going cross, only because there's more dead space on this side. So I feel that the threat is bigger on this side. But we're gonna be doing that. But since he's closest to the doorway, to the threshold, I want the first probe to take place over here. Does that make sense? Okay. Take your eyes off for a little bit. Same thing, bigger threat, this huge dead space. Put a thumbs up on him and then bring him back online. Like so. Seriously. Oh, alright. Very nice. So far, so good. All is quiet. Oh, look at that. Okay, so now we have another guy, an S-Vest, a veteran insurgent, and another S-Vest. We got two S-Vests right here. So we got to be very careful that we don't spook them. That's going to be fun. You're going to hold security here. You guys are going this way. You're splitting that way, and yeah, we're splitting that way. Let's go. Go ahead and put eyes on this. I want to know what we're dealing with. Okay. Oh, okay. Now we got 4 out of 10 hostages accounted for. Well, at least we know where they are. These guys are surrounded by 1, 2, 3 bad guys, plus whatever dead space is here and here, because we got a pillar. Okay, fair enough. Do we have a camera? Get me a camera, people. Okay, go ahead and set a camera right here. All places. Shit. Taking hits. Taking another hit. No bueno. Okay, we're co-witnessing. We have 4 guys. And these guys are taking a beating. Okay. I don't know what that was. Oh, oh, oh. We heard something. Somebody's door opened. Open breach. Right there. Get in front of it. Shit. Guys, he's too close to these guys. I'm not liking it. We're getting movement over here. Okay. Open that right quick. We're gonna go ahead and back out of that one and then While we're holding security to the rear there, we're going to set a camera there instead. Oh no. Shit. Alright, now's the time. Now's the time. We gotta act now. We're gonna be flooding it in through here, and through here. We're gonna be launching 3 flashbangs, focusing mainly on this area because of the hostages, and we're then gonna flow in, and we're gonna essentially kind of do this number. But you know, blue on blue doesn't exist in the game, so we're able to get away with that. Normally I would like to just do this. We might be able to pull it off. They're gonna do limited penetration while these guys do this instead. That might help a little bit.
Alpha, go.
Look at that. We already got 2 guys out of the game right away. Okay. Corners. These guys go. And this guy stays right there. No. Make it right here. Beautiful. All right. Good enough. Camera, give me a camera. Thank you. Okay, we got one enemy guy. What is he? Just an insurgent. No biggie. Okay, and we got an open door here and an open door there. That's not saying much right now, but we're gonna try to paint a picture by putting a camera here as well. What I really want to see is that there's no more hostages here, because if there's hostages here, then I can't plant my breaching charge for fear of killing them. Okay, while they're working on that, hopefully there's nothing in here. We got one. Shit. Collapse to the wall, collapse to the wall, collapse to the wall. That's why we have external. All right. Okay. So we have just one hostage with a lot of bad guys. This guy's gonna die. He's gonna get stunned, and then eventually he'll die. That leaves these 3 cats. So, what do we have? Foreign advisor, and a leader. We gotta get these guys taken care of. So what I think I'm gonna do is bring this guy in here. Bring this guy with him. Bring this guy in here. You'll have direct line of sight of these 2. Okay. Go ahead and close this up. We don't need that. I want to go in here, but dead space, dead space, dead space. We don't know what's living in there, but let's not risk it. But look, this guy, he's targeted. Okay. This guy could be targeted. Right there. Hell, even this guy. And then these guys can come in and wipe the floor with these guys. Target it, target it. Looks good. Okay, everyone's pointing in this direction. So let's go ahead and flash it. There we go. There we go. Make that a B command. Make that a B command as well. Okay. That would be an A command. All right. Ready when we are.
Bravo. Go.
Beautiful. Look at that. All that took place with not a single person going in. The beauty of limited penetration. LP's a bitch, man. And get your ass home, please. Thank you, thank you. Got him. Okay. Now that we know. So this is what I've been trying to do here. I'm going to go ahead and flash this area here. Boom. And get these guys going. Overwhelm. Damn it. I didn't rescue all the hostages. Okay. Hostages lost 0. Hostiles pacified 36. 6 minutes and 46 seconds later. Not a bad gig all the way around considering the amount of intricacies that it had. I think it was a good get. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people injured out of the 8. Death spaces undiscovered. Right here, right here, right here. I think we had our last batch of people right here. And that would have been a wrap. Hardest points for me? This one was actually pretty easy. This one was a little bit harder. And maybe because it was just a one guy that we needed rescuing. But right here we had more, right? So as this guy started shooting his volley, felt like I needed to engage. And I think we were lucky that he didn't started shooting in this direction, because then that gaggle of hostages would have been probably compromised. They probably would have been shot before we got to them. I do like this map though, because you see like every room is you negotiating obstacles, negotiating how you're going to be going and flowing into it. And even though my flow is lacking, I still think it's a good brain exercise to help you kind of get that going. That makes sense? So, but anyway, I think that is it for this one. So go ahead and do the replay and then we'll be all ready to go. So I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.
Alpha, go.
Thank you.
Hostage secured.
Thank you. I won't forget this.
Hostage secured.
Thank you. I won't forget this.
Hostage secured. Stay here. You're safe now.
Bravo, go.
Thank you. I won't forget this.
You're safe